Hello there, welcome to Wisdom Snippets for this week. My name is Peter, and I'm happy to come your way with another edition of Wisdom Snippets. This week, I want to talk to us about the difference between asking for help and being a burden on others. The difference between asking for help when you need it and being a burden on others. Now, in life, it is not if you will need the help of others, but when you will always need the help of others. We all need the help of others at different points in time in our lives or the other. So that is why it is okay to ask for help when you need it, not if you need it. However, it is also important to learn not to overburden people with your request. It is important to learn to not just pass on your responsibilities to others or to overburden others with what you know you are supposed to be doing for yourself. So the fact that someone extend their goodwill to you does not always mean you should use that goodwill, right? The fact that someone says, for example, you can always come around whenever you are bored or whenever you feel like, does not mean you should always go there. So in the Bible, one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible, in the Proverbs 25:17, it says, don't visit your friends, your neighbors too often, right? Because they may become weary of you and then they hate you. The friendship will turn sour. The friendship will not achieve its maximum potential. So what that means is don't ask for help all the time. Don't ask for help too often. Don't always push. Don't always look for people to help you. As much as it is a blessing to have people that you can call to or rely on for help, right? It does not mean you should always use that. Otherwise, you will become a burden to them in no time. The fact that someone can do something for you does not always mean you should ask them to do it for you, especially if it is something you can do for yourself, right? So you learn not to bother people, you learn not to be a burden on people, right? I mean, it is only God that is ever dependable. So learn to trust God and just call on people if or when necessary, and let that be minimal. So at every point in time, you should not always pass on your personal responsibility or personal duties to others, because in no time you will be a burden to them. In no time the relationship will become burdensome. So that is what we are saying, that it is wisdom, or it requires discretion to know when to ask for help and when to refrain from asking for help. So again, that if you see someone that is always asking for help, in no time people will begin to see them as a burden. In no time they may begin to lose valuable relationships, because ultimately nobody wants like a parasite in their lives. So that's why I'm saying the fact that someone is extending or has extended their goodwill to you does not always mean you should use it every now and then. The fact that someone has offered or given you a particular opportunity does not mean you should always use it, because in no time you can become a burden. In no time you can overstep certain boundaries, and in no time what is supposed to be a blessing can actually be a curse, a burden. So as much as possible, we learn to ask for help when we need it, but we also don't pass on our responsibilities to other people. We don't become burdensome on people. We don't become a parasite in our relationships. So the fact that you are offered help does not always mean you should take that. That is wisdom. I hope that has inspired you this new week. So thank you for tuning in. And remember that your success in life is too sure with God. I'll see you next time.